recording?
Yeah, I am now.
What you mean just now?
Yeah. So let's start. I can edit this bit out.
Smash that like, innit?
Yeah. So yeah, all right. This week, European finals. Remember, I was sitting here last week, and I was saying that it may be that 3 of you will be winners come this time next week. So two of you are.
Everyone's a winner, baby, isn't it? Everyone's a winner. Yeah. Yeah, where's the winner?
So Yaseen, starting with you. Arsenal. What have you got to say about that?
I feel like I'm kind of happy that we lost. I'm happy that we lost because if we won the Europa League, got into the Champions League, everyone would have taken that as a good season or like an acceptable season.
Yeah.
But now you can really see that even though Arsene Wenger's gone and whatever, they've still bottled it again. They've still done the same thing as last year, the year
it's kind
before,
of expected now,
it's
don't you think?
No, but Yaseen, man, it's all about Ozil, isn't it? Ozil, the saviour, the Turkish saviour. Alhamdulillah.
Nah, he's got to leave, man. He's got to leave. He's for real. He's got to leave.
Who's gonna afford $350K a week?
Chinese club or something, isn't it? He's got to leave somewhere.
PSG.
He's got to go somewhere.
He's got to go, man.
No, PSG wouldn't want that.
He was anonymous.
Yeah, he was not even there.
Nowhere.
He was not there. There was no creativity for Arsenal at all, and we had Ozil on the pitch. That's saying, where is he? What does he do?
Sad though to see a footballer go down like that.
No,
But it's been like that for years.
It's sad.
We're
to see
used
that
to
demise,
it. Like,
you know.
True.
There must have been a reason though that Real Madrid were willing to part with him. It can't have been just because they were getting Bale.
I think that Ozil is given. I think he's lost. You know, sometimes players they lose love for the game.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
And they just think, it's literally becomes a profession. I think
Yeah.
Ozil's like that.
Have you seen his dog though?
No.
He's got his nice little Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Lovely. He's got nice Mercedes as well. Ozil. You seen Ozil's dog?
He's rich as fuck, fam.
Probably. But
Yeah.
his dog, he's got a really nice little dog.
Really?
Yeah.
Has he got a woman?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he's got that German model or something, innit?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She a model?
I think so. Something like that.
But
Some sort of
which
single
eye does
model.
she look into when she looks at him? Nemo, innit?
No, but okay, Ozil. What about Aubameyang and Lacazette, the two saviors up front? What would you say about that?
Nah, man, you can't say nothing about them. They're good. They're the only world-class players that, or not world-class, but the only good players that Arsenal have. The rest of the team is shit. Properly shit.
Yeah.
They wouldn't. I mean, which of these players would walk into Chelsea, let alone Liverpool or Man City? Or
Yeah. No.
Would you have what's his face, Torreira over Jorginho or Kante?
No, I don't really rate
No.
Jorginho. I can't lie. Kante, yeah, I rate Jorginho. I don't. Even I think Chelsea are so suspect.
But you see in that game how Kante was so out of position, it was not funny.
Yeah, but because Sarri plays him on the right,
Ridiculous.
That's how he plays him.
That's
He
how he
puts
plays him.
Jorginho in the middle.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
he ruined him.
It doesn't matter because as long as you got Hazard, do you know what I mean? It's just like he can play anywhere out of position.
I love how he
No,
said
exactly.
goodbye as well.
yeah.
Yeah, I love how he said goodbye because the reporter put him on the spot, man.
Yeah.
And he said, "Yeah, this is it."
But definitely legend,
They
right?
did that to him last season also.
Yeah, they said he's leaving, and he was like, we'll see what happens in the
Yeah.
summer. This time he said bye, proper.
No, but going back to Arsenal, so do you think, because Emery was brought in, right, and the expectation was Champions League football, so he's obviously failed at his objective.
I don't think you can say he's fouled.
I don't.
No,
yeah,
but
exactly.
that was the objective that was set.
No, it was an objective that was set by a board that got dismantled anyway. Gazidis left. He went to Milan. or
Yeah, he
whatever.
did a runner, didn't
Yeah,
he?
he did a runner because
Yeah.
he feels like fuck. This whole
Yeah,
thing's gone
yeah.
to shit. I need to go. And Emery, I don't think you can say he's failed. I feel really bad for him. I feel like tactically he's got it wrong sometimes this year.
Yeah.
But it's his first year in the Premier League.
Exactly.
And overall, I feel like the teams like Liverpool and City, they're always going to be the top two.
Mm.
Yeah, but look, United can't talk at all.
Yeah,
Chelsea barely scraped it. Spurs had their moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like it was just like the Arsenal, when the pressure hit them this year, they just bottled it.
Yeah.
And look, he's just brought in a bunch of young... Guendouzi's 19 years old or something.
Mm.
Socrates
There
is...
aren't many of his signings in that team anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's the older players as well that was in there. We had loads of injuries over time. The backline was... Whatever backline we had, it was dismantled over the whole season anyway. We had to play like Jenkinson
Yeah.
and Lichtsteiner and all these players.
But
so
the only thing is that you're only going to get like 45 million to spend.
45 pence.
So you can't. What are you going to buy?
spend on the
Okay,
summer.
you're
Exactly,
gonna
no.
spend a lot. You're gonna
But I
spend
want to
a
know
lot.
what was the budget going to be if we made Champions League? Now what, 60?
No,
70?
it'll be about 100.
Do you
Yeah,
think?
but what's 100
Really?
nowadays, really? What, two
Yeah.
players?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Yeah. What,
40 is barely one player, isn't it?
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you're going to sign Koulibaly or something, that's
No.
going to be 60, 70 million
man.
pounds.
Koulibaly, but Koulibaly won't even look.
You wouldn't even know.
You know,
Yeah.
he won't even look at
Yeah.
that now.
But so Arsenal, yeah. But let's talk about Chelsea, because when you think about it, Sarri's season, right? First season in the Premier League, he's got to 2 finals, 1-1, and he's got into the Champions League. He's got 4th.
Yeah.
I think that's flattered him. I think that's
Do you think?
I do not rate him at all.
Really?
I don't rate him.
Why?
I don't think that look, the fact that he's put Kante on the right the entire season, yeah,
Mm.
and he brought Jorginho to play that middle role.
Mm.
I think that says a lot about him in the first place.
Mm.
I think he's one of those. He's gonna be one of those foreign managers that try to come and they try and impose themselves on the
Yeah,
game. Yeah,
Sarri
and
ball.
they're just gonna sack him
No,
in that season.
I agree. I think Sarri's gone, man, and he's going to be gone off his own. He's already making those moves.
Yeah.
He'll go to Juventus.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
No,
Chelsea.
he won't go to Juve.
Yeah, he's going to
They
Juve
won't take him.
because Sarri, because Chelsea have paid £94 million in manager severance payments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want Juve to buy out Sarri, so for 5 million, 6 million, or whatever. So they make money on him.
Yeah.
But the problem is, if Sarri goes to Juve, he's got a bigger challenge there because Juve's been winning everything in Italy.
Yeah.
So his challenge is to win the Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he has to keep Juve at the top as well, and he struggled with Chelsea, so he will struggle at Juve. I think.
Yeah.
I think he will struggle big time at Juve.
What do you think, Dan?
I just think to myself, like, I mean, for Sarri, I think he just never seemed like he gelled. It's like every week it was kind of like there was some kind of love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
Either
Yeah.
with the players or with the media.
Yeah.
It's not healthy. I mean, it stems from somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Yeah.
always
There's
kind of
always there's no smoke
paper
without
talk,
fire.
Yeah, but I mean, he just doesn't look like a player who. I'll say, for example, even like Guardiola, Klopp, who he doesn't seem like somebody who's going to embrace his team. Like he's
Yeah.
going to kind of take on that fatherly role. He's just going to be like, I'm the manager. You're going to do what I like. If you don't like it, get out.
Yeah.
And I mean, I get with any manager they want to stamp their authority. So, like for example, Kante moving him out, and
Yeah.
bringing Jorginho, and I get that, and I get sometimes it's actually it's worked in the past. For some managers, it's like actually this player plays better. For him, I don't know whether he's going through that experimental phase, and I think even if he doesn't leave Chelsea, he's bought himself time because he's in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Right. I think for him, he'll continue to experiment. I think he will do that. Do I honestly think he'd go to Juve, or do I think Juve would want him? I don't. I think there are other managers now on the radar. For me, Pochettino will be target number one. If I were Juve, I'd think to myself, because for me, I think Pochettino's ready.
I would go for Poch. This is for later, man. That whole Poch question is
No, we'll get to
big
that
one.
after.
That's a big
But
one. But anyway, 6 times, isn't it?
yeah. So
6, isn't it?
wow. I mean, what do you think about that?
What, 6?
You're 6.
The number 6.
But it brings people together. Like I mean, I was walking around
Yeah.
the stores today.
Where?
It's just supermarket, and
Oh.
literally,
Which one? Waitrose, isn't it?
Wait, which?
this guy, literally, I asked him where something was. He said, 6, number 6.
Aisle number 6. That's what it's about.
That's coincidence.
And I was just like, literally, random people just come up to you and they're like, and some of them aren't Liverpool supporters, but they're just happy. They're genuinely happy. And I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
I mean, we watched the game yesterday, and it wasn't the greatest of games, but the truth is, when I watched the interviews afterwards, Robertson, Milner, some of the other guys, and
Milner's got a Champions League,
Yeah.
man.
I know.
I think he deserves it.
I
You
think
know,
he does.
PSG
I
want
think
him.
he's done. I
What,
think he
Milner?
does.
Yeah, PSG want to sign Milner. He's out of contract at the end of the season.
Yeah. If
That was a good signing.
I'd
He's solid.
Brilliant.
Solid.
I mean, if I were Milner, I think the first half of the season he was playing like left back, and they'd have him in the middle, but toward the end he wasn't really getting a game time. And I think for him now, he's really looking at it. Maybe they will offer him. Maybe they will. I don't know if what Klopp's plans are. But if they don't, I think for him, I think a move to PSG, because I think for him at least that's a guaranteed title.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed
It's
titles,
guaranteed.
money. He's at the end of his career anyway.
It's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Sign off with a Champions League the next season, win La Liga. It's not bad.
But look at Hendo, man.
Yeah, I know.
Hendo. I mean, he doesn't have the talent of Gerrard. He will never be a Gerrard. But everybody compares him to Gerrard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plays in the same position. Yeah. But Hendo's got a Champions League title.
Yeah, the amount of
And-
stick that he used to get.
And that advanced position that
Yeah.
he played
We used to
in.
give him stick.
We used to even give
Yeah.
you stick coming from Sunderland,
Yeah,
right?
Sunderland.
But
Who
that
are you?
advanced position that he played in
Yeah.
the second
It was
half of the
brilliant,
season,
wasn't it?
it's
really-
revitalised his
Yeah.
career.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
has.
You know, you never saw him like that. You always saw him as a deep-lying ball player.
Yeah.
But bloody hell, man, that guy can play in that
Yeah.
attacking
Yeah,
midfielder
really
role.
can.
Yeah.
You know, he comes late into the box like Lampard. You know,
I think
brilliant player.
Liverpool's squad depth is what's gonna get you far though. The amount of
I don't
players
know,
that
man.
you're still gonna bring in and that you've already got. Your first 11 is already solid, and the squad depth. Look, you can bring in players like Shaqiri from the bench.
Yeah.
Origi, cool. He's not the greatest player, but he's another super sub. You got say Chamberlain to come back.
Yeah.
Your whole midfield is stacked already anyway.
It is.
You're
But
gonna-
Lallana's just chilling.
Yeah. But you know what we're missing? We're missing a creative midfielder. That's the only thing we're missing.
We're
So like somebody who can
a number
unlock
10,
a
We're
defense.
missing
real
Hazard.
number
We're
10.
missing
Yeah.
a Hazard.
We're missing a Hazard or Coutinho.
Yeah.
If we
Yeah.
get Fekir,
Yeah.
that will be a wicked
I
signing.
think he could change. I think he could be a game changer. I
He'll be a
agree.
wicked player. I think
agree.
that's the only thing we need is a Fekir.
Yeah.
Do you think
know.
Coutinho would come
Like a
back to
fuck,
Liverpool though?
huh?
Do you think Coutinho would come back to
I
Liverpool?
don't know why I wouldn't.
I wouldn't
Because
bring
he
him back.
apparently is gonna
Damaged
leave.
goods,
I
man.
wouldn't even take him. That's the thing. I wouldn't take him.
Damaged goods.
You
I'm
wouldn't
buying
take
that
him.
shit on eBay.
He was pushing through. He was trying to push his transfer.
Yeah.
It was very clear what his agenda was.
Yeah,
He had to
exactly.
push his transfer.
Exactly.
It backfired on him.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
He left. We won the league. We won Champions
Yeah.
League.
It's because of
I know,
him
Crazy.
that we bought Van Dijk.
Yeah.
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 And we had money for Alisson.
Yeah, and we won the Champions League.
Yeah.
So thank you, Coutinho.
Yeah.
If you're watching this.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Oh, he'll definitely be watching, as will all of the
He
Liverpool
must
team.
be burning him so much to know that we knocked out his team and then we went on to win the
Yeah.
Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. I think for us, and I think it would be nice to have maybe a deeper defensive line. I mean, I say Van Dijk. I mean, he's solid.
Oh my god.
He's solid. But I
love him.
I think he needs somebody to complement him. And I'm not saying Matip doesn't. I'm not saying Lovren doesn't. But I think
No, I think you could
What
do with a better
Gomez?
centre back.
Gomez
No.
is good, man, for the
No.
future.
for the future. But
But
I
you want
think-
something
I think-
established now, like
I always-
Koulibaly.
I think, yeah, I mean, I think for me, I always think of great defensive partnerships, and the one that comes to mind straight away.
Dunk. Dunk from Brighton. Lewis Dunk.
No, I'm thinking of Ferdinand and
And
Vidic.
Vidic,
Yeah.
Those two were solid.
Yeah.
Or even going back to like Tony Adams and
Steve Bold.
Keown.
Keown, Steve Bold,
yeah,
yeah.
those guys were solid.
Solid defenders.
Yeah.
It's like you know you could count on your team. You know you could.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's what I think Van Dijk now. I think he looks to his right
Yeah.
and he sees Trent Arnold and he's like, yeah, this guy can hold his own. He's
Yeah.
looking to the left, far left. He's seeing
He's
Robertson.
Robertson, he can hold
he's
his own.
thinking these
Yeah.
boys
Yeah,
can hold
yeah.
their own. He's looking at Matip and he's thinking, yeah, I mean,
He's experienced.
no,
he's experienced,
I'm
yeah.
not saying he's
It's
crap,
true,
but
yeah.
I'm saying I think now the level.
Yeah.
It's like
He's
he's
a
looking
different
around
player.
now. It's almost like anybody goes to Real Madrid, you're looking to left and right, and you're looking, these guys can play. I think Van Dijk now, he's looking for that next
Yeah.
step. He's looking for world-class players around.
Did you see the press conference with Van Dijk after? Because he got man of the
about
match.
the Ballon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see? They were asking about
I know,
Ballon d'Or.
I know.
No, what do you say?
Do you think that we?
No, he said he's not a contender. He said
I think he
Messi.
should. I think he
said
should get.
Messi, for him, Messi,
Yeah, Messi.
should, 'cause
No,
he's world-class.
Van Dijk should get the Ballon d'Or.
But I think he'll do it. And I think he'll be the first one since, like, I think Cannavaro to win the
Cannavaro,
Ballon
yeah,
d'Or.
to win the Ballon
But
d'Or.
they
Yeah.
were world-class, and that's the thing. That's the
Yeah.
difference. You look at those, Cannavaro was world-class. And I get that. I think where Klopp wants to take the team, I think he's, as they like talking about the dynasty,
Yeah.
but I think he's going to transform the club to a world-class team.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
They're not there yet.
I
Don't
think
get me
so.
wrong. They're not there. But I think the buyers, and I don't know if they got new scouts when he came in and he brought his
Yeah.
backroom staff. But I mean, their scouts are doing a good job.
No, but a lot of it is data. It's data analytics, machine learning, the big data. There's a guy called Ian Graham. He's got a PhD in theoretical physics from Cambridge. Yeah, and he runs. He runs
wasn't on the
Your
agenda.
personal Google, randomly, you just know this.
He runs. No, it's my business
hell,
to
get
know.
the notepad
my,
out,
my business
Take
to
some
know.
note.
Yeah, he runs Liverpool's data team.
Is it?
And they make a lot of their selections based on data.
Really?
Because now you can track every blade of grass from GPS perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every blade of grass that a footballer runs. You can track every single movement that they do.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything is data. If you don't have a good analytics, good BI, and good people to interpret that,
Yeah.
then scouts are going to become a thing of the past.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Liverpool's transfer is based on data. Transfer committee is based on
It's like
data.
that
They
movie
know what they're gonna
Moneyball.
do.
Have you seen that?
Yeah. That's
But this is
Brad Pitt,
exactly
I think,
what
yeah.
they wanted to build.
Mm.
When Fenway came in, they said, we want to build a team like that. It's all about data.
Yeah.
All about data.
No, but I think, right, that Liverpool can be the new like team like Real. I think where because players they're such an attractive proposition now for players when you
Yeah.
think they've been to
But
2
then it can
European
go the
finals.
other way.
It could go the other
Because
way.
when Real got the Galacticos, they
Mm.
didn't win the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won it once, twice.
But I think Klopp knows, and what I love about this team is the right mix of these experienced players, the young players,
so.
and Klopp knows how to do that. I think it'll be a dynasty. Him and Guardiola will go on for a few years.
But
Well,
did
actually,
you
maybe
see
not.
the
What?
phone call that you got from Guardiola?
No, you said something.
So on
about
the
that,
pitch,
didn't you?
one of Liverpool's backroom staff, they poached him from Man City. Yeah, early in the season.
Yeah.
So Guardiola called that guy up,
Yeah.
and the guy gave Klopp the phone, and Klopp said to Guardiola, Guardiola said to Klopp, "Look, it's just you and me next season." Yeah.
Yeah.
And Klopp goes, "Yeah, we'll be there to kick each other's butts again."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Like this, both of them together, they could be a dynasty in the Premier League.
Yeah.
now.
I think they could, but I like
Yeah.
the fact that there's still that mutual respect.
Yeah.
It's not like
Because they're both respectful guys at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Klopp, I love Klopp. He's
Yeah.
like-
Yeah.
And Guardiola, again, is another great
it's
guy,
not
isn't it?
slagging off much. Like like back in the days, like Wenger and
Mourinho.
when
Did
he
you
said-
see?
Yes, like-
Yeah.
Did you see for BN Sports, the
Yeah,
Arab
they-
channel?
yeah.
Mourinho and Wenger were
Yeah.
having
No.
a chat on the
Yeah.
table.
Yeah, it was like this, Mourinho and
Brilliant.
Wenger.
Yeah, it was like this. And they were just catching up like mates. Mourinho and Wenger.
Two unemployed
Yeah.
people.
Two unemployed people.
Yeah.
Poor people. Poor, poverty-stricken DSS.
No, man, they got paid off nicely, man. What are you talking
Imagine,
about?
right?
They got paid off.
Imagine next season we see Mourinho and Wenger coming back to the Premier League.
Nah,
Did
they'll
you see
go.
Wenger did Zidane in that charity game?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
Turned him, innit?
He turned him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Zidane tried to pull his
yeah, he
shirt.
tried to pull it back.
I don't know. I think even for next season, what I don't want though is for there to be such a large margin as there was this season. Between like second and third.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this season was interesting because Liverpool and City kept interchanging first and second, but after a while you realise that actually the race for third and fourth was between 4 teams because slots 1 and 2, position 1 and 2, they're already
Gone.
Gone.
They were
Yeah.
gone a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to become like a runaway. I mean, what we used to like back in the day was that,
A race.
yeah, whereas the race was over pretty much.
February, March.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Yeah. But the exciting thing is the other teams as well. Is like Everton, if Wolves strengthen,
Yeah, no, I
That's
think
the
these teams
exciting-
can come up and
Yeah.
push for Europa
Eh,
League,
yeah.
Champions, even just push for
You know,
fifth. around.
and
Is
it's
that
good.
interesting? Is
It's
that
good for the
interesting to
league,
watch
though, Dan.
Watford?
No, I think it's good for the league. I think teams like Wolves, you want them to do well. Brilliant team, brilliant manager.
Yeah.
You know,
But then, how you think it would be great? But then, when the reality is, when they get into Europe or when they get into Champions League, it's a different.
they're not going to
story.
push on.
But then there's another dark horse on the horizon. Yeah. If these rumours about Newcastle are true,
Yeah, they got
Well,
ball.
Abu Dhabi
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
blood, because they are mad football city, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a big club.
Fever.
for-
Big club.
Yeah,
Fever.
big club.
Yeah.
So they're a massive club.
Yeah.
And they're like
Yeah.
money
If they
talks.
have that investment, that Arab cash money coming in,
Yeah.
that's another Man City right there.
But
Yeah.
you
know?
need a manager
Eventually.
who can pick the right players and who can lead the team of kind of misfits.
Mm.
Say,
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
Rafa, if you gave him what £300 million to spend, I don't think he'd bring in a bunch of nonsense. I think he'd bring in a group of
No,
good
but
players.
Rafa,
would Rafa even be there?
I don't know.
Well,
No,
do you think
Rafa
they'll
will
sack
be
Rafa?
there for the transition. He'll be
Yeah.
he'll be like
Hughes.
Ranieri when what's his face took over.
Hughes.
When Abramovich took over, Ranieri was still there.
Yeah.
So for the transition,
Because didn't Ranieri? No, it was
Hughes. Yeah,
Hughes was
he'll
F
be-
Man City, yeah.
it'll just be like Hughes.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, Hughes actually
What's the point of
before
Hughes?
Because
Pellegrini.
Avram
No,
Grant
it was-
and those guys.
yeah,
It
Wasn't
was
it?
like transitional
No,
man.
Do you think
Mancini.
Avram Grant looks
Mancini,
like
yeah.
Baron Greenback from Danger Mouse?
He does.
Exactly like him, isn't it?
He does.
That is jokes. I mean, even Avram Grant. I mean, I look at Chelsea and how you're right. They've been transitional managers.
Yeah.
Avram Grant won the league and then he lost his job the next season.
But what about Di Matteo? He won the Champions League.
He won in
I'll
like
never
2
forget
months,
that.
so-
I'll never forget that. Di Matteo, they did him wrong.
Yeah.
They did him wrong.
What else do you have to
What
do?
more could he do? He won
Yeah.
the Champions League.
No, but Chelsea, there's been a lot of commentary this week. Chelsea are the most bizarrely run football team in the world.
Yeah.
The owner is offshore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is just completely weird. They go
Yeah.
through managers like crazy, but they're the most successful team in terms of trophies in the last 10 years. Every season they win a trophy. Every single season.
True.
Really?
But
Yeah.
they went through that period where, I mean, they had a great team, and this came back to like Zola days.
Yeah,
Even
that
like,
was a
you know,
good
Husey,
team.
you know,
Yeah.
Sparky,
Yeah, Sparky.
But I mean, like, they've always had good players. They've always attracted.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they always will.
Frank Leboeuf, man, I love
I know.
Frank Leboeuf.
I mean, these guys, you know, they were solid, but I think you're right. They've always got a good team.
yeah,
They've always.
they're always winning trophies.
Yeah.
Always,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
run like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're always winning trophies. So there
And to
must
his
be
credit,
something. good there.
Abramovich is stuck with it, right? He's stuck with it.
Well, I
They
think-
said that he
but I
was
think
going to
that could
sell
be
it a
for
few
other
years ago.
reasons.
I don't think that's because.
yeah, I don't think it. I think.
I don't
Because
think
he
he
loves,
wants to
he
be
Yeah.
stuck
loves
with
it,
it.
right?
I think the financial service. Yeah, I mean, I think
Yeah.
it's got a lot to do with money and how
Yeah.
what he's got, and you know, I mean, if I'm not here next week for some reason, and I meet my untimely death.
Don't eat sushi in Piccadilly Circus.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, I mean, them mans will whack you for no, but I mean, for example, I mean, like the money that's tied up in Chelsea, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not, you know, Abramovich and I, we're cool and stuff like that. Like, we haven't seen each other in a while, but just going back,
When's the last time you saw him?
just going back to the days when,
Text him.
no, do you remember when he was in court?
KGB days.
You remember when he was in court with his best friend because his best friend and him went into a business. This was probably a few years ago.
Yeah.
And his friend was suing him because basically did a dodgy
Yeah.
deal, and I think his friend had a strong case.
Mm.
When they found his friend, he committed
He
suicide
disappeared.
in his hotel room.
Mm.
Yeah.
He randomly committed suicide in his
Yeah,
hotel
but
room.
Abramovich is Russian, innit? Them are fuck. They'll do them sort of things.
That's what I'm saying, boy.
They'll make
So
you look like
I ain't saying nothing about no Russians. You get me? But I mean,
No, I am.
Oh, we love him.
so if the podcast goes down to 3, you feel me, boy? I'm not
There
saying it
goes
was
the channel.
Abramovich.
Tomorrow morning, channels off air.
No, but I think
Those
you're
20
right.
subscribers gonna be
Yeah,
sad. innit?
yeah, they will.
I think in terms of, you're right. I mean, with Abramovich, I think a lot of it has to do with it's difficult maybe for him to move his money in other clubs the way he's done it. You know, he went in and Chelsea had £1 million, a couple million debt. He wiped it off.
Yeah.
He said, "Wipe it off. Don't worry, we're going to start again."
Yeah.
So I think Abramovich is erratic, but I think he is a businessman. He's a businessman, but he's a winner.
Yeah, he's a winner.
And you're right. I
No,
mean,
but to be fair, he's backed the club in person as well. When he was allowed into the country,
yeah.
yeah, he was there in the stands
Yeah.
for the games.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I think that there's
he
a
is there.
genuine feeling of
The other day, he was near the
affinity.
tunnel. Did you see it at the
What,
entrance
in,
of the tunnel?
Really?
what in Baku.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, he was there.
but no, but for me, the big question is Poch, man.
Yeah, he's not.
Poch is, what's Poch gonna do?
Yeah,
Because he's been non-committal throughout this whole build-up. They're asking him, "You gonna stay?" He say, "Yeah, but the finals, all I'm thinking about."
Yeah.
Man, Poch is the most valuable property in football right now.
yeah,
He is.
Because Mourinho, Klopp's going nowhere. Yeah, Guardiola's going nowhere.
yeah.
All those other lower league peeps ain't gonna go anywhere. Yeah, Poch is the only one that's wobbling. Yeah,
Yeah.
But where would he go? Real
Where
Madrid?
would he go?
No, not
Juventus.
That's what I'm saying. They'll talk of Man U, but I think
No.
if he's
Yeah,
thinking
why would
about
he,
it,
why
Why?
would
That's
he
a
do
step
that?
yeah,
down.
that's what I think.
Why
Yeah.
would he do that?
Who knows? Chelsea.
He wouldn't go to Man U now.
You never know, Chelsea. But to go from one London club to another, I don't know.
But the biggest thing then is what happens to this Tottenham team. I personally think
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk
with
about.
Levy,
Yeah.
in charge, he's stifled Tottenham's growth. Yeah, I mean they've done well on no
Yeah.
money. Yeah, but I think this is the max for this team.
Yeah,
So
I
do
think
I.
Ericsson was anonymous in that game.
Yeah.
He didn't do shit.
No.
So
he's had a
he's-
bad run to the end of the
Exactly.
season.
Ericsson's gone.
I agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
Son, if I was Son,
Just
Son
fuck off.
carried that team.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
He did.
He did.
And I love the guy. He's
But-
gone.
But
Yeah.
it's funny you talk
I
about
hope he
Son.
goes.
It's funny you talk about Son because as much as he's carried that team, all the talk has still been on Harry Kane.
yeah.
But that's the biased media, man.
Because it's British,
Yeah, it's
innit?
racism.
English.
We'll carry on.
Racism.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Hopefully it
Don't
comes
you
back.
wanna
we say it's racist.
Who comes back?
Hopefully it comes back.
Yeah.
It's just a
It's
screen
just a
thing.
screen, yeah. You're right. Son has carried that team. When Harry Kane hasn't been there, Son has consistently been stepping up. But guess what?
Yeah.
That's about Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Harry Kane, and is he going to be ready for that? My thing is, Forget Harry Kane. Focus on Lucas Moura and Son, who are carrying that
No,
team.
but
Yeah.
dude, we've seen this before, man. You know when Andy Cole was killing it for Newcastle?
Yeah,
All they talked about was Alan Shearer.
yeah,
All they talked about for the England team.
Yeah.
All they talked
Yeah.
about. Shearer didn't score for a year,
yeah.
and they didn't replace him in that England
I
team.
know.
Yeah. So this is the same.
But I mean,
shit.
yeah, but we are talking about. I mean,
You know.
that's a separate topic because we
That's
can
a
talk.
different topic.
We can talk about Rooney.
I
Rooney
think
being
it's
injured
relate-
Rooney being injured for the World Cup. You know he's injured, but yet you're going to bring him along with the hope that he'll improve. When there are strikers like Jermaine Defoe and other guys banging in goals consistently, but the fact is you're still going to go with Rooney because
You're telling me
Overlooked.
Ian Wright gets 10 or whatever
England
caps.
I know.
Ian fucking.
But even
Wright.
look at John Barnes. John Barnes when he was banging in. I mean, John Barnes was on 4. He didn't get as many England caps as he should have.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, there was a lot of that racism thing back in
Of
the
course.
day in football, innit?
But I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I remember
Les Ferdinand for Newcastle when he was like a goal scoring machine.
Celez.
Yeah, we can continue to go on, and it's not going to change. It's not going to change.
It's not going to change. It's not
And
gonna change at
until
all.
you get a manager, and maybe it's a case of, for example, Gareth Southgate. I know people question him, but maybe you just need a manager to say, you know what, I want to win, and I want the best team. I don't give a monkeys.
Do you think he's doing that though?
I think he gave everyone a fair chance at
I
that
think
last
he's
World
giving
Cup.
I
people
think
a
he
chance.
is. I think we
No, I
all.
don't think Southgate is racist at all.
No,
No, he's not.
I don't
He's
think
not.
he's.
I think
There have
we-
been,
No, I was just
there
saying,
have
yeah.
been old England managers that have been racist.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
But
Like-
it's more the establishment.
Yeah.
As well as the manager.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I don't think the establishment is racist. I think the establishment sees that there's just too much frightening talent coming through.
Yeah.
Like you can't
ignore it.
Deny Sterling
you
a
can't.
position in the England team.
You can't. You
Yeah,
can't.
You can't.
And even like Trent, it's like
Trent, fuck me.
you
man.
can't. You
Yeah.
can't. You can't deny
No,
it.
honestly.
You can't deny Trent. For me, if I'm Southgate, and as you said rightfully, like Trippier, you've been a good player, but you know, I mean, Trent is playing. I mean,
When you got Kyle Walker and Trent in front of you, one's won the domestic treble, the other one's won the Champions League.
it's like,
if I was Trippier, I wouldn't even leave the couch.
yeah,
Stay
for me.
home. Watch
You already
the
know.
show
You already
TV.
know. You already know.
No, you already watched
Yeah,
the
yeah,
show.
You already know. Yeah, you already know. It's kind of like you're being realistic. Okay, I've made a Champions League final, but you got Trent who's whipping in those balls like it's just, and you got Kyle Walker. You're right. You know, you're thinking, okay. I mean, I'm hoping that one of them get injured, but you're right. And as a manager, you want to win.
Yeah.
So for me, I'd be like, I don't give a monkeys about colour. I want to win, and I'll pick the best 11.
But you know what? I don't want to stray into this too much. You know what the biggest thing I've seen recently? Well, one of the biggest things I've seen recently is that guy in Leicester, that Asian dude, the Muslim guy,
Chowdhury.
Yeah,
with the afro.
Afro,
Yeah,
He
yeah.
got an afro anyway. That's really cool. Asian dude with an afro.
I don't think he's Asian.
So he's not Asian.
I think he's half black, half Asian or something.
All right.
Well, if you're saying that Chowdhury, you're thinking,
You've seen him in midfield.
yeah, of course,
Yeah.
of course.
So a few last month, they now with the way that the world is going, they dredge up your tweets from when you were like 15 or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
when you were a boy. So they dredged up his tweets when he was a boy,
Yeah.
and he said some homophobic things.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, he's a fucking boy,
Yeah.
And it went to FA committee,
Mm.
and he got fined and the whole thing, and it was dragged out
Yeah.
and it was bad. But when Phil Neville took over the England women's team, they dredged up his tweets.
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
said
yeah.
some
Remember?
stuff about
Yeah, it was
women.
quite
Yeah,
funny,
yeah.
wasn't
And
it?
he got-
I mean, it wasn't funny. Of course, it wasn't funny.
No, and he got a pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's no consistency.
Yeah.
You know,
completely.
it's fucking racism, man.
Yeah. What? What's so funny?
What? You're right.
What-
You're crying about Arsenal.
Yeah, man.
Why are you
No,
crying
it's
about
something
Arsenal for? What?
I'm fully ducked to a toilet break, you know.
Dan's gone. My laptop is. God knows if this is even recording.
Hey, fam, you know what? You should cut it, yeah.
I can't.
No, you leave it, man.
But I can still hear it, so I think it's on.
Yeah, it's on.
Technical
Yeah.
issues.
It's
How are you
the,
gonna stop it?
no, you got to
This
upload this.
show
Upload
is a
it
train
without
wreck.
without editing.
It's a train wreck, people.
You
Sorry.
got to upload it without editing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
This is what it's about, man. This is the journey.
What's that? What'd you say? Take your mic. We'll just say that this show's a train wreck this week.
No, but we got to keep going. Got to keep pushing through, man. Consistency is key.
Yeah.
Hey, no, come back.
Let's come back. Still recording.
It's still wicked.
29 minutes.
Wicked.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about, man. That's what we're talking about. Anyway, enough about
Give me the keys. I'm
racism.
going to open the door. It's hot there.
Enough about racism in football. No, you're the host.
No, go on. Keep talking.
Yeah, it's enough about racism in football.
Yeah. It's strange that we were talking. The hype's been so much about Champions League and Europa, and it's just over. It's over just so quickly.
But we've got the Nations League.
I'm not
Thursday.
really bothered about that, really.
Nations League semi-final.
It's that new
England,
competition,
Holland.
that thing.
Oh, the little.
Explain this thing to me. How does this format
So
work?
to replace a lot of the international friendlies,
Yeah.
UEFA came up with a because nobody went to friendlies. They're a pile of shit.
Yeah.
So UEFA came up with a wicked idea of UEFA came up with an idea of creating a competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So teams will get to play, but they play for something.
Yeah.
So England, the semi-finals of the Nations League.
Yeah.
There is
they're
Netherlands,
playing
alright?
Holland.
Yeah.
Netherlands on Thursday. The full squad will be there, so the Liverpool boys and Spurs boys will turn up as well. And then the final, I think, is on Sunday. So that's a good bit of football to look forward to. Copa America. Yeah,
But
that
don't
starts this summer.
But don't we, because we've won the Champions League, we play in the
play the
Super
Super Cup.
League. Yeah, Super Cup.
Yeah.
But that's normally against like.
That'll be against Chelsea.
How did Chelsea get in?
Chelsea won UEFA
Europa
Cup.
League, innit?
Oh. So that's another trophy for Liverpool.
That's
then.
no trophy.
So let's talk about that.
And we're in the Community Shield
Oh, come on, man.
because
Don't
City
be
won
gassed about
everything, so
Community Shield.
we're second place. We're in the Community Shield.
Yeah.
So that's another trophy for Liverpool.
Who are we playing?
City.
City.
I know it's a late one this week, man. It's a late one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Cool. So that's the pre-season now.
Yeah.
Pre-season ain't started yet, man.
Well, it's about to.
Is it?
No, it's true.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
After a
football
couple
going
of
on
weeks,
tour or something, no?
After the
the
Nations League.
tours start,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So do you guys follow that? Any pre-season stuff?
Yeah, no, I
Do you?
follow the Arsenal one.
Mhm.
They're going to the States, I think, this year.
over
They always go States, isn't it?
Yeah.
over the club website and whatever, innit?
Yeah.
Because to be fair, I feel like it's sometimes more exciting to watch because of Arsenal. The way that it's a downward spiral now, the way that it
That's
goes,
pretty
they've got some
negative.
they got some good young talent though. I think that especially the players that they put out on loan, like Smith Rowe, I think Nelson, like Maitland-Niles as well, who's come
Yeah.
through this season. I think all these lot, that's more promising
Yeah.
to see, and you'll see more of them in pre-season.
So how important do you think a good pre-season is? Do you think it
I
is
feel like it
relevant to the
becomes
league?
irrelevant because you're just taking the piss in it. But then, no, because look, by the first game of the season now, the transfer window is going to close, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you would have made all your signings by then.
Yeah.
Probably not by in the middle of pre-season. So not all the teams gelled yet. No
Yeah.
one's, you know what I mean? So I feel like it's important to an extent. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to the first game of the season, you could have won all your pre-season games against this Shanghai 11.
Yeah.
And then you face City or Chelsea in the first game, you lose, innit?
Yeah.
But do you remember when there was no transfer window, when all the clubs could make transfers whenever they wanted?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
That was
That was crazy.
that was deep. Yeah, you go now.
Did you hear about
Should eat that. Have
Faraz?
some pollen from the local farm. Yeah, it works. Local honey.
Local honey.
Yeah, get some local honey in it.
Kevin was saying that.
Local honeys. Local honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Jose Reyes?
Yeah.
Passed away in a car
man.
crash?
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
Man.
Young man.
Life
Yeah,
is so
35.
short.
35 years old. I thought he was older than as young.
No,
Because he
no.
came to Arsenal when he was young,
Yeah,
right?
well young. He was like 20 or
Yeah.
something.
20.
Yeah.
That's sad. What car was he driving when he died?
I have no idea. There wasn't when I found out about it. It was on the news. They just said it was a car accident.
That was a shock.
Yeah,
that was a real
massive
shock, man.
It was sad to see as well because,
Sad.
especially Reyes. Yeah, he was a good player.
He was a
He
good
was
player.
He was a
liked
wicked
him.
player.
I
I think
liked him.
I think he could have gone on so much further.
But that invincible season, did he play a lot?
he didn't play a lot. He came halfway through. He
Oh,
was signed
okay.
in January,
Mm.
and then he completed the invincible season. He had the next season, and then the last season at Highbury, and then when they moved to the Emirates, he left to Real Madrid.
For a big fee, isn't it?
It wasn't. It was about
No, it
20
wasn't like-
something
it
million.
was- yeah, it was
About
like
20.
well, yeah, back then. Yeah.
But
Back
would you
then,
say
yeah.
his time at Arsenal was a success?
I would say he was successful, but the reason why he left was because of the media and because he couldn't settle in London or something like that. But then afterwards, people say that he was a bit mentally, like, not disturbed, but like how there was that thing about Danny Rose and all that. Like,
like
depression.
depression,
Yeah.
mental
Kind of
health stuff.
depression,
so that's why he never kicked on, because he went to Real Madrid and you never heard of him again.
Yeah. And then he went to Sevilla, I think.
Sevilla,
isn't it?
Atletico,
Yeah.
Benfica, and he just spiraled down.
Yeah. Faz,
So-
what are you expecting from pre-season for Liverpool? Big signings, not necessary.
I just want a nice creative midfielder to come.
Yeah.
Maybe another centre back.
Yeah.
What would you say if Matthias de Ligt from Ajax signed for Liverpool and partnered?
I
with
think
Van
he's
Dijk?
too young. To be honest, I think he's too young. I think we need somebody a bit more mature than that. He's a wicked player, yeah, and he's gone through to the.
But would you not just like that for the future? Van Dijk
Yeah, for the
can, like, tutor
future,
him?
yeah. Van Dijk could tutor him,
Yeah,
but I'd like somebody who's a bit more established, maybe.
like Koulibaly.
Koulibaly would be.
I would
sick.
love to see Koulibaly come to the Premier League.
would be sick, man.
And I think we're going to see Mbappe coming to the Premier League
Really?
Oh, yeah?
season.
To play for who?
But Arsenal can't afford him.
I think City will buy him.
City ain't gonna buy Mbappe, man.
But
Why
apparently,
don't anyone talk about Mbappe leaving?
no. Apparently,
No, here's a question for you. Yeah, I got beef with this Mbappe stuff. I like Mbappe. I think his movement is wicked.
You're right, Dan.
Yeah,
We'll wrap it up soon, don't we? Go on.
yeah. I like Mbappe. I think his movement is wicked. His touch is wicked. He's scary talent. But can he do it in the Premier League?
I think he can.
I don't think.
I think he can.
He's done it on the World Cup stage. I think he can do it in the
I
Premier
don't
League.
think. He can. But the Premier League.
No,
is harder
Faz,
than
we
World Cup.
haven't seen it something like Mbappe since Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo.
But Ronaldo
When
wasn't
you-
tested in the Premier League.
Thierry Henry was. I
Thierry
think that's
Henry.
as close as you're gonna
Yeah,
get.
yeah, yeah.
Like for like, kind of.
It will take him a season or so.
Yeah.
But he's that good, don't you think, Dan? Mbappe.
I don't know. I think the freedom that he gets with PSG, I mean, in La Liga, I think it's a shock for a lot of these guys. Honestly,
Yeah, it's a shock.
It's a big shot. Like
It's
the
a
man,
big shot.
like
It
he
is.
can't just try and use
You don't
his
get
pace.
time on the ball.
Like, think about look how fast we've had like Ox Chamberlain, Walcott. Those guys were rapid.
Yeah.
I mean, and after a while, these guys sussed out the fact that you can't just knock the ball like
And
20
run.
yards and run. You
Yeah.
can't do that.
No.
You can't do that. And the stuff that he gets away with, the cheeky stuff. These guys, I mean, these guys will chop him down.
Yeah.
See, what's
Yeah.
interesting
Maybe.
about the Premier League is you got the speed.
Yeah.
You got some technicality.
You got
But
a
you
lot
got
of
the
physicality.
They'll kick the shit
Yeah.
out of
They
him.
will. They will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to take him time. But
Yeah.
he will only succeed if the team plays around him.
Yeah.
If they play expansive football, like City.
City. I think
If you
City
put
are the only
him
one that
in
can
front of De
Yeah.
Bruyne.
buy him.
If you put him in front of De Bruyne, then he's got a chance.
No, I think City will sign Mbappe as Aguero replacement.
No, but apparently they're gonna sell Sane because Bayern wants Sane.
Yeah, that's
they're
strange,
selling
don't you
him,
think?
And they're going to sell
Who?
Jesus
Who?
also.
Jesus.
Bayern are going to
Yeah,
sign
they'll
Sane,
They'll sell
apparently.
him because
Yeah.
I mean, those guys can get into other clubs. Like Jesus, he was a sub. Sane, I mean, which is crazy to think
He was a sub, yeah.
Which is crazy.
Which is crazy.
I mean, for
What
me,
a player.
sell him to Liverpool. Sell
Really?
Sane to Liverpool. Yeah. I mean, you know that's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's not gonna
obviously.
happen. Yeah.
But I mean, it just shows the level.
No, but apparently it's a relationship breakdown or something with
Yeah.
Pep and Sane.
Yeah.
Something
Some
about
shit went
Sane
down
that we
there.
don't get to
Yeah.
know.
No, I think
Because
it's his.
Sane's
It
a
must be his
sick
His
player.
attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's-
But then remember, he was left out of the German team.
Yeah, for attitude problems as
And
well.
everyone's like, how can you leave out Sane? But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think I don't see Pepe coming to City. I mean, if even you replace him or he's a back. Well, he's a replacement for Aguero.
Yeah.
It's an expensive replacement.
But like what I mean
Do you
is
know what I mean?
you
They're not
want
look-
to see, like we're losing Hazard, right?
Yeah.
He's been brilliant. I've really enjoyed watching Hazard, especially
Yeah.
this season.
Of course.
He's one of those players that you'd watch a match just for him, right? I watched
guess.
that goal against West Ham. It was amazing.
Yeah.
He just breezed through them like they
Yeah,
weren't
like
even there.
how many? You want to see the best players in the world coming to the Premier
Premier
League.
League, yeah.
That's what I mean. I want them to come. You know.
But what tends to happen is they'll develop themselves in the Premier League, and then they'll go on to what they deem as bigger and better clubs,
Like
being
Barca,
Barca and Real. And those are the only two clubs that
Yeah.
teams really, or
But I don't
maybe
understand that. I
Juve.
just don't understand
Whereas
that.
I don't think
I
that
don't
we're
understand
the team, the Premier League teams. I'm going to say this, not because I'm a Liverpool supporter, but I'm saying this because as somebody who enjoys football,
Yeah.
I don't think that they're giving like Liverpool and City the respect that they're due.
Yeah.
I don't. And I'm going to say Liverpool now because we're really starting to kind of push up
on,
there.
yeah.
But I think to myself, if footballers are looking to make moves, I think, but also I think it's because if you look back over the years, they're looking for teams who are consistently going to be in Champions League,
Yeah.
and who are consistently going to probably get to the finals, and rightfully so. You would be looking at Real Madrid and
But,
Barca.
Yeah.
No, but I think there's an ego thing as well. And I heard something on the radio today. The culture of fan support and the culture of football in different places. So in Italy, the fans are very analytical. They're emotional, but they're very analytical, etc. In England, we want our footballers to be human.
Yeah.
You know, there's a human aspect here. We like the concept of the common man. If you go to Madrid, you're a fucking god.
Yeah.
You're a walking, living god.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that team. Yeah, wherever you go, you're not a human. You're not treated like a human being.
Yeah.
So maybe it's an ego thing. I don't understand why these players want to go to Real Madrid and Barcelona.
But then,
who are they playing against every week? Fucking Getafe.
but then
Yeah,
I
it's
think
true.
there's something else also. I'm gonna just put this out there, and I mean, I don't mean to sound disrespectful to Liverpool, to any Liverpudlians or any Mancunians.
It's the locations,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
That you have.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. It's
I mean,
it's
you
quality of life,
say to me, do you want to
location.
live in Madrid or Barcelona?
Yeah.
Great food,
Yeah.
hopefully great weather,
Yeah.
etc. Or do you want to go down to Liverpool
Yeah.
or Manchester?
No, but that's why a team like Arsenal, right? Even though you're saying they may be in free fall, like anything could happen with Arsenal now.
Yeah.
It's that law of them in London
Yeah,
that
London
they
is
will
a big
always
deal.
they will
That's
always be attractive to a
Of
player
course.
Yeah,
because of
London's a big
London.
deal.
Chelsea even
Chelsea
more so.
even
Yeah.
Chelsea even more so. Look at these footballers.
Yeah.
I remember it was an interview with who was it? It was a Chelsea player and
What current player?
previous probably a couple seasons back, and they said they loved it.
Yeah.
They said their wife was happy and they were at Chelsea and they loved it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a London life.
You know, and don't get me wrong. From a lot of the Manchester players, I remember I passed Rooney's house because those guys, they don't necessarily live in like the heart of Manchester.
No.
I remember I passed Rooney. I mean, this road is privatised, and it's still. I mean, it's another world. It's still nice,
Yeah.
but it's still not Madrid.
Yeah. It's
No.
not
Yeah,
Madrid,
yeah.
It's
not
still
Barcelona.
not
You're right
Barcelona.
there.
Yeah.
You're right.
So
Yeah.
you give anybody. I mean, and I get that. I mean, I get that they can live in the nicest of houses, but
Yeah.
it's the location and what
Yeah.
comes with it.
The
So for
sun.
And
them-
you're guaranteed
yeah.
silverware as well at Barca.
I
That's the
think
thing.
so. I think
Whatever it is.
I think for a lot of players, especially for City now, I think there is the expectation that you're going to be guaranteed silverware, and rightfully so. I think they're proving it over the past seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, I think we'll wrap it up there, guys. So thanks a lot. If you're new to the channel, hit the
Smash
subscribe
that like,
button,
innit?
Smash that like.
Hit that
Yeah,
bell.
yeah.
What's that thing for hit the bell? What's it?
Notification.
Notifications. Turn on your notifications. Yeah.
So
And Coutinho,
normally-
if you want it, if you're watching it, hook me up. innit?
Coutinho.
Yeah.
Did you say Coutinho?
Coutinho, yeah. He's
Hook
watching.
you up with what?
Coutinho
What
watches
is
this.
it? He needs a job.
Yeah.
Hook you up.
He's going to be fired soon.
You need to hook him up.
Huh?
He's probably going to say to you, "Can you hook him up with Klopp? Can you speak to Klopp?"
I'll speak to Klopp. innit?
So we stream the show live. Apart from this one, we had technical issues.
Yeah.
9:30 every Sunday night UK time. So put your questions in the comments, and we can answer them on the show. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you soon. Cheers, guys.
All right, safe.
Safe. Bye.